move across to Now TV for another new series arriving on Thursday, the 2nd of May. It's called The Tattooist of Auschwitz. And here's a clip.
Mr. Sokolov.
Call me Lale.
You're looking for someone to write your life story.
So this is a love story.
Welcome to Auschwitz.
This is based on a best-selling book that I'm sure many people will be familiar with, which tells it's a love story set in the Nazi death camp, Auschwitz. And, you know, there have been many great films and TV series about the Holocaust. I actually visited Auschwitz when I was in Poland, and it's an experience that will stay with me forever. The backdrop is very well created here. The camp looks very convincing. The scale of it, particularly, it comes across. I should tell you who's in it, shouldn't I? So, the framing device is the man who is recounting his story, Lale Sokolov, is played by Harvey Keitel. He's being interviewed and he's recounting his experiences in the camp. And he's literally haunted by these figures from the past, because in the modern day, while he's giving these interviews, we actually see these figures appearing in his flat where he lives. So the Nazi guard and prisoners from the camp. There was a little bit of controversy surrounding the book in terms of how historically accurate it was, but I won't go into that. At the heart of the action is the young Lale, played by Jonah Hauer-King, who was in World on Fire, and he's sent to Auschwitz, and he's persuaded by a fellow inmate to become a tattooist for the camp, which basically means, he's going to be marking the identification numbers on the prisoners' arms, but it means he's kind of going to get better food, better conditions, and he has a better chance of surviving the experience. He tattoos a young woman who's arriving, Gita, played by Anna Prochniak from Baptiste, and there's a sort of romance develops. Meanwhile, you've got a sadistic SS guard, Stefan Boretsky, played by Jonas Ney, who kind of has their lives in his hands. Of course, it's shocking because it's, the story of the Holocaust is a shocking one, and you see some pretty awful things, as you would expect, and it's very effectively done. I thought episode 1 was really good. I didn't particularly enjoy the framing elements. I kind of feel like they could have dispensed with those, because again, especially for the Australian journalist who's interviewing the main character, it's a bit of a thankless role, really, for her. I enjoyed Keitel, but I felt they could have dispensed with that, to be honest. But the camp drama is, the production values are incredible, and it's a compelling and sadly all too familiar story these days. What did you think, Hannah?
I think, like you said, I haven't actually visited Auschwitz, and we just went to see. Actually, we saw Anne Frank's house, and that kind of almost put the shivers down my spine. So I can't even imagine how I would feel, and the eerie feeling that people talk about. And I really struggle with things like this. I'm not going to lie to you. I really, really struggle to watch stuff like this. It doesn't mean you shouldn't, and you shouldn't shy away from it, and I don't. But it's haunting, like you say. So you kind of need, when you go into this, if you've read the book or you haven't, you know what you're kind of going to get, and the atrocities, and just seeing how something very wonderful, love, can come out of something that's just so absolutely dreadful. So I thought it was really quite captivating. I haven't read the book. I'm going to now. Be interesting to see how close it is. But sort of seeing that kind of real epic romance, and sort of juxtapositioned with the atrocities going on. I think it's well done, but quite a hard view.